Here he is. Put your hands together for StephenFaulkner!
That's actually how I dance. Let's hear it for Tony Sparks. I'm gonna move this so it looks like I'm leveling with you. I'm up on the big stage after a Mexican gentleman, a black guy, and a Filipino woman. I know exactly what everybody that applied to UC Berkeley feels like. It's a pretty popular chant going on right now. I think we all know it. Let's go traffic. Man, fuck the Giants. And also, fuck anybody that says on Facebook as their status update, yeah, we got it, we won. You didn't do shit. And also, it's not like all those guys are from San Francisco. They're not born and raised. They go where the money goes. You know what? Like, everybody that's a Yankees fan, fuck you too. No. Okay, look. Here's how we fix baseball. You have to be born there, and you have to live there. That's how you can play. And Cuba would win the World Series. Also in baseball, they're like, oh, he took steroids. You know what? I don't give a fuck. Steroid them all. They can do steroids, cybernetics. I don't give a shit. They can be entirely made of metal. That's how I will watch baseball. I've been drinking at work a lot more. I work in an office building. I've been drinking at work, and I'll tell you why. Mad Men. Oh. Am I right? Yes. Yeah, like you just go at work and you're like having a scotch, and your boss comes in and like, why are you drinking? You're like, it's fucking Mad Men. I can still do my job. I don't have a secretary, but I hit on secretaries pretty often. I work in an HR department, so like, you really should not be hitting on secretaries. I'm like, Mad Men. Cop pulls you over. Have you been drinking? Mad Men. Just do that. See if they like it. Hence the martini. Martinis taste disgusting. They don't show that. They don't show how vile they taste. Like, it sucks. You can't be like you can't be Don Draper with a Mike's Hard Lemonade. I was recently at my parents' house because I lived there for years, and they had a Sunset magazine in the bathroom. Which, if you guys aren't familiar with Sunset Magazine, is a magazine of the West. It's lovely. And on the cover it said, Lake Tahoe, best lake in the West. Suck that dick, Salt Lake City. Who gets full eating pussy? Cannibals. And lady cannibals for one semester of college. It's true. Okay, truth time. I was watching the Giants game the other day, and Pizza Hut was coming on kind of strong. Like a lot of ads for Pizza Hut. And one that was really disturbing was, it's a lot of people, and they have the Pizza Hut box, and like they were like, we're why your slumber parties are so popular, or we're why your Little League team wins. And then there was one guy's like, we're why there's a second date. And I'm like, this guy's been dating 15-year-olds. Speaking of dating 15-year-olds, I had a girlfriend recently. She was younger than me, and she was really into like texting, flirting texting. which is a thing, I guess. And so she would say something flirty and then do semicolon close parentheses, which is the smiley winky face, you know. Yeah, it makes sense, right? You know, you're like, but I just got an iPhone, and I have a kind of big thumbs, and so I was responding, and I said something flirty, and then I did semicolon open parentheses, which is winky frowny face. It has no real world equivalent. No one does it in the real world except for two types of people. Serial killers do it, and stroke victims do it. But I recently moved to Los Angeles. Why are you booing? Los Angeles isn't here to hear you. Some douchebag in an Ed Hardy shirt just got up and he's like, "Oh, someone's talking shit in San Francisco." I didn't know he was also like a pro wrestler. Oh, San Francisco's going down. No, I moved to Los Angeles. It's very different, and I'd love to go in all the ways that LA and San Francisco is different, but really no one cares anymore. Mainly, it's just replace Asian people with Latinos. I don't think that deserves a boo or an aw. It's just the truth. I mean, I have nothing against either of them. Mexicans cook the food for both groups, so. I have a Latino neighbor. She's an older lady, and she just loves to listen to Telemundo like super loud, and we can hear it. We can hear it through the walls. And she has one show that's her favorite show, and we were trying to figure it out. And me and my roommate don't speak Spanish, but it turns out it's Maury. It's the Maury show in Spanish. And we figured this out because there was one phrase that kept getting repeated over and over again, and it was like, "Miguel, usted es el padre," and then there's a bunch of Spanish gibbering and cursing. Yeah. I like the group costume. They worked it out well. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are strange, but not for the reasons you're thinking. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are strange because the turtles wear masks, which is off-putting, right? Because they have no need of the mask. There are no Teenage Mutant Turtles just trying to make a living. And they're like at the cafe and someone runs in and like, "Oh, that's one of those ninjas." It's like, no, I'm just trying to make my living working in this cafe. I do love pizza, however. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are also strange because they're turtles, which are the least ninja-like animals in the animal kingdom. Their sensei is a rat, and that makes sense because rats have ninja-like qualities, but the turtles, no one's been snuck up behind a turtle. I'm just joking. How do you think turtle rape happens? I'm just joking. Everyone knows turtles are date rapists. Let's see, I talk about Pizza Hut, I talk about turtle rape. Just trying to think. I've been watching Dexter, which is a good show. And what I like about Dexter, what I like about all serial killers really is willpower. They have willpower. Like plenty of times you get cut off by someone driving, and you're like, "Oh man, I don't want to fucking kill this guy." But we don't because we have conscience. But like serial killers have no qualms about killing someone. If you cut off a serial killer and they don't kill you, it's because they have stuff to do. Like they just don't have time to kill you right now. Or the moon's not in the right position, or you're not a prostitute or something. We hope. My last job before the HR job was I worked at Pete's Coffee and Tea, which is kind of like the way I describe it to people that aren't familiar with Pete's. Pete's is like it's like the Hot Topic to Starbucks, Abercrombie and Fitch. Like it's the same products, but we like pretend to be indie. I was at Peace for a long time, and corporate would always try and get us motivated. They're like, oh, you gotta sell. And so they would show us like pictures of the people picking the beans, and the people picking the beans were always like, they're always like South Asian or Black or Latino, and not a single one of them smiling. Like they were trying to take pictures, like none of them smile, and they're always missing body parts. Like it looks like a very shady. It's like if you were trying to sell someone a vacation to Germany in 1945 and you showed them Schindler's List. All right, you guys have been fantastic. One more thing I'm going to leave you with. I did this thing. He's a Victorian time traveler. He might have used the time machine. He might have used something else. But he came to this time. He's seen some stand-up, and he likes it. And so he's going to do a couple of jokes, a couple stand-up jokes, but in his nomenclature. And so if you guys will help me welcome Lord Foxington of the Victorian. Thank you. Have you noticed the extremely high price of petrol gasoline for your automobile? It's higher than the Pope's mitre. Pope's mitre. I just flew in from New York. And boy, are those orphans' arms tired. I just heard you're trying to get gay marriage legalized in California. My only question for you is who retires to the brandy room after dinner? Can I ask you a serious question that is most personal indeed? What is with ladies asking us to wear a glove as we escort them around the garden? Am I right, my brothers of a dark continent? Thank you, my name's StephenFaulkner. You've been fantastic. Mad Men.
Give it up for StephenFaulkner, y'all. Oh, you got a strong grip. You were lonely, Stephen. You are lonely. You got a strong grip on this mic, Jackie.